Welcome back to Global Wheel Hub. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting retro-inspired motorcycles to hit the scene in years, the 2026 Honda GB500. A name that carries serious heritage, serious style, and now, serious modern performance. If you love classic café copyright racer vibes blended with today's technology, you're going to want to stick around for this one. The original Honda GB500 from the late 1980s became a cult classic. Lightweight, minimal, and styled after British single-cylinder racers, it developed a loyal following. Now, in 2026, Honda brings that legendary badge back with a fresh identity, a sharper engineering, modern reliability, and just the right amount of nostalgia. Let's start with the design because that's what grabs you instantly. The 2026 Honda GB500 stays true to the café copyright racer formula. Long sculpted fuel tank, low clip-on handlebars, a beautifully stitched single seat with a subtle rear cowl, wire spoke wheels, a round LED headlamp that blends classic shape with modern lighting performance, and that slim, clean tail section that screams old school track machine. But make no mistake, this is not a retro bike stuck in the past. The finish quality is premium. Brushed aluminium accents, blacked out engine casings, polished twin rear shocks, and that teardrop tank features modern paint schemes with subtle striping that pays tribute to classic British racers of the 1960s. The frame is a lightweight tubular steel design that prioritizes agility. The riding position is sporty but not punishing. Unlike hardcore café copyright conversions, Honda made sure this bike remains practical for real-world riding. You get slightly raised clip-ons compared to traditional racers, making it more comfortable for longer weekend rides. Now let's talk power. Under that beautifully shaped tank sits a 471cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine derived from Honda's proven mid-range platform. This engine architecture has been refined for smoother torque delivery and classic character. It produces approximately 48 horsepower and around 43 Nm of torque. That may not sound wild on paper, but here's the magic: the bike weighs just about 185 kilograms fully fueled. That means the power-to-weight ratio feels lively, especially in urban and backroad environments. Throttle response is crisp. The 6-speed gearbox shifts cleanly, and the tuned exhaust delivers a deep, classic thump that gives it personality without being obnoxious. Acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour happens in under 5 seconds. Making it quick enough for highway merging while remaining manageable for newer riders. Top speed sits around 115 miles per hour, which is more than enough for a café copyright racer meant for spirited rides rather than outright speed battles. And speaking of competitors, the 2026 Honda GB500 positions itself right against bikes like the Royal Enfield Continental GT650 and the Kawasaki W800. But what makes the Honda stand out is refinement. The engine feels smoother, the electronics are smarter, and the reliability factor is classic Honda. Let's get into suspension and handling. Up front, you get 41mm telescopic forks tuned for the balanced performance. At the rear, twin shock absorbers with adjustable preload keep the retro look intact while delivering modern ride control. The bike feels nimble. With a short wheelbase and a narrow profile, it flicks into corners easily. The riding experience is confidence-inspiring. It's not an aggressive supersport machine, it's about rhythm, flow, and enjoying the road. Braking is handled by a single 320mm front disc with a dual piston caliper and rear disc brake setup. ABS comes standard, giving you added safety without intruding on the riding feel. Now let's talk tech, because even though this bike looks vintage, it's absolutely modern underneath. The round instrument cluster is a fully digital TFT display cleverly disguised within a classic analog-style housing. You get gear position indicator, fuel range, trip meters, Bluetooth connectivity, and turn-by-turn navigation when paired with your smartphone. There's also traction control, a subtle but valuable addition for riders dealing with wet roads or unpredictable surfaces. And of course, full LED lighting all around improves visibility while maintaining the retro silhouette. One of the biggest selling points of the 2026 Honda GB500 is accessibility. The seat height is approximately 31 inches, making it friendly for a wide range of riders. The bike feels narrow between the knees, which boosts confidence at stops. Fuel capacity is about 3.5 gallons. Delivering an estimated 65 to 70 miles per gallon. That means a practical range of over 200 miles, impressive for a machine in this category. Now let's talk about comfort and everyday usability. Even though it's styled as a café copyright racer, Honda designed the GB500 for real-life riding. The seat cushioning is supportive, the suspension absorbs city bumps well, and the engine's low-end torque makes commuting easy. You can cruise at 70 miles per hour comfortably without excessive vibration. The engine is counterbalanced to reduce harshness, and the riding position allows for relaxed highway travel compared to older café copyright racers. Another unique selling point: customization potential. Honda offers factory accessories including a higher fly screen, solo seat cowl, tank pads, bar end mirrors, and a more aggressive slip-on exhaust. The aftermarket community is expected to explode around this model because the platform is simple, clean, and highly customizable. This bike is for riders who appreciate style, for those who want something different from plastic-covered sport bikes, for those who want timeless aesthetics without sacrificing modern reliability. Now let's address pricing. The 2026 Honda GB500 is expected to start at around $7,499 in the United States. That positions it competitively between entry-level retro bikes and premium heritage models. For what you're getting: a modern tech, proven engine, Honda reliability, and head-turning design. It's a strong value proposition. Maintenance costs should remain low thanks to Honda's widely used engine platform. Service intervals are generous, and parts availability will not be an issue. In terms of colors, expect classic options like British racing green-inspired metallic tones, deep red with white striping, and a sleek matte black version for riders who want a stealthier look. So who is this bike for?